Right, folks, welcome back to another video on the channel with me, DoctorBenjyFM. Good to see you. Now, transfer Roundup. I've read the comment section. Quite happy with the transfers. Not as happy with some of the pronunciations. They're not going to improve. Like, they're just not going to improve. If you're new to the channel, I do mispronounce things sometimes. I do say names incorrectly. Malin, for example. Someone said it's just Mylan, but what's that? It is Malin, so they're regenerated. I can kind of do what I like. So if anything, I've spoke to them all, and they've all said, say it how you want, boss. We're not bothered. You're the boss. So fair enough, team. So that's been dealt with now. See, that's solved. That's a problem solved. So let's get into some games. Okay, we've not played, you've not seen us play this season so far, but we do have quite succinctly, really quite beautifully, a draw, a win, and a loss so far this season. And today, Manchester United and West Ham United, two big games, both televised as well, which is always quite exciting. United have started the season relatively well. I think it's 2 wins and a draw, 2 wins and a loss, actually. Okay, so there's not many teams unbeaten, actually, only after 3 games. So you've got this middle pack that you'd all expect to lose pretty soon. And then Chelsea, they're the only side so far who are racing away with it with 9 points from their first 3 games. So let's see, can the boys in red beat the boys in red? Confusing, that, isn't it? Team-wise, then, we talked through the signings yesterday. If you've missed that, please do go back and check it out so you get the full idea of who's here now. Neil being goal, then Pizarro, Osmanovic, that 3 continue from last season. Apart from Trout, the rest of it is different now. Rosso will be also another centre-back for us with Palacios at left-back. Bong, Juan Jose, who, John Joseph, in it. I mean, but thing is, he is English. He's born in England. Wait, his real name is Stephen McHugh. Wait, I didn't even... What? I've not even changed that. His real name is Stephen McHugh, and he's called himself Juan Jose. I don't understand. Stephen Juan Jose McHugh. What has gone on here? Viewers, this is madness. He's played in Spain for a bit. Maybe he's got a family. And he's called himself... No, sorry, Juan Jose, it's not happening. Not on my watch, Stephen. I'm going to give him a nickname, which is his actual name, Stephen McHugh. I mean, what is going on here? No, I can't. I've got to keep it. I've got to keep it as Juan Jose, which is his legal name. What has happened? Okay, he's in midfield with Salatiel. I mean, yeah, and he's actually got that name, weirdly enough. Mora Dorado, but, you know, Brazilian. At least he's got the name, for heaven's sake. Agnovic will be on the... Agnovic will be on the left-hand side. Armin. We'll call him Armin. It's like when you try to put a jumper on, isn't it? You know, get that Armin. Sorry to the people of Bosnia. We've got Bralewski will be up front as well. Again, Jakub. I should just go first names with all these players. Right, we actually don't play till tomorrow, so let's continue. Hopefully our fitness will regain itself to maximum capacity. We're at the very end of deadline day. I don't think there's going to be any moves at the very end of deadline day, unless someone comes in for some of my players. I have no intention of signing anyone at this point. We do have some money, but again, I would rather probably save that. We've got quite a lot on the wage budget as well, so if we have to realign a few things, then we can do. But the reality is, Chris Sandoval has been offered to me, a left winger that I don't really need as of right now. The team's not going to change, so that's one thing. Wage expenditure then for the Premier League. They're spending £6 million a week, Manchester City, and Chelsea the same. Ourselves, it's different. It's not quite the same. We're spending half of what the team in 19th are spending on our way. It's not loads, is it? Biggest spenders in the window were Thames FC of all sides. Goodness me. Yeah, they've gone big. It says 91 million there, but I guess some of it counted at the end of last season as well. Yes, they've got John Lewis there. They've actually got John Lewis. Now, what's his real name? John Lewis Ballerin. Okay, well, it's close enough, I guess. Stephen McHugh just decides, I'll be Spanish, but what words do I know? I know John and I know Joseph. Is Juan Jose? No, that shouldn't be how it works. In terms of registration, then we actually don't have to register him because he's under the age, but we'll do it anyway. We've got 13 of our 17 foreign players, so it's going to have to be a bit of a one-in, one-out policy here at Thames if we're not careful. But for now, we're fine. £70 million in the balance. £70 million. That's nonsense, isn't it? Look at it. Look at where it was in 2035. I mean, you can't even... This is like you can't even tell. But at the time, it was like monstrous. And now we've got sort of this. Stephen McHugh. I mean, should I change my name to something more Spanish, maybe? As Trout picks up Young Player of the Month, 3 goals in 3 games and an assist. So well done to him. Pizarro as well, doing quite well too. A goal and an assist for him. It's the last time they'll get those awards, probably. So let's not Let's not get too excited. All right, then. Here we go. This is going to be the lineup. We've run through it once before. Fitness-wise, we've got a few issues. Stephen in there is... I can't believe it. Started his career at Sevilla. It's almost like he's disguised himself. That's what it's like. I mean, I kind of love everything about it. I've just realised as well with the loan situation, that's putting us over the foreign limit thing. So we've not actually signed all of those players. It's just that you can only have 2 loans from Premier League sides, and of course we've gone out and got loans from everywhere. So that's good news. Right, Manchester United. Unless this game is the most action-packed game ever, we will play West Ham after this. As Rogerio Ceni is the United manager. He also managed Thames at one point. Thames recently appointed Zinedine Zidane as manager. So it's me versus Zidane in a way. There you can see then. We are very much mid-table. Again, end of the season. I'd love to be pushing for the top half. If you can pick results up against Manchester United, even if they are the home side, then you'll take it. I don't know what to expect from this game, really. Again, we've had a draw, a win, and a loss. So it's got all different ways. All right, first highlight. Nope. We just nothing there. So nearly a highlight, viewers. We were nearly excited. The highlight was the ball was kicked somewhere else, as they've got a free kick. Have United as the ball's played in, and Nee does very, very well. I'm on the wrong camera angle here. I've been doing a bit of experimenting recently. We'll go back to TV view though, because that's what we know and love. As here we go then. Now racing forward into Trout. Big chance. Defenders chasing down. It's a great save from, is it Boston? Their goalkeeper? Bustos. Sorry, not quite Boston. Not the same. We're going to do the short corner. They're not marking it, which is, I'm going to describe as brave. Doesn't matter, as it's now over, and the ball is back there as they've got a free kick. Was it offside? Did we just... I think we did an offside situation, viewers. That's what I'm summarising there, as they're racing forward here with a little bit too much room, to do it. As Osmanovic though steps up, does well. Trout flicks it on. Is he going to get it back? He is. It's a wonderful 1-2 from the front two as Bustos. A great stop from him. And it's again still 0-0. Salatilel is on the ball, plays it inside. It's so poor. Corners were a joke. All right, half time then. Manchester United 0, Thames 0. It's not been scintillating, has it? Thing is here, obviously, we've got these other systems that we could slot into or change to if we want to, but they don't really include. I mean, we could go to the diamond. Is that the way to go about this? I'm not sure it is. Probably not this early. I think we're doing okay. I think if it's not working out, because performance-wise, it's not been fantastic from us. Armin up front is not on the left-hand side of the 3. Hasn't done too much so far. So I don't know. I think we'll stay as we are for now. Again, give it maybe 15 minutes and then potentially go to the diamond. We've got players to bring in to play in behind those strikers, so you want to utilise those guys really. Performance-wise, again, XG is very, very even. In fact, it's identical, as is the possession. And again, against away at Old Trafford, you kind of take the fact we're in it as much as we are so far, as they've got a throw in though, which is headed away. Not really to anybody. Again, the danger of this front two. This is where basically everything happens for us. If we get the ball in these areas, we have to try and find passes forward, but it doesn't matter when their chances result in goals. As Bridge there gets his first goal of the game, as United do now lead 1-0. And there does have to be a question on whether I change anything. It's not a particularly bad header, clear. It's just we don't really react, and then it's a really good bit of forward play from Bridge, just sort of hangs on side very, very briefly, and then he's in on goal, and we can't do anything about it. Half an hour to go. I'm going to switch it up. I think I'm going to go to the diamond. Agunovic, there we are, I'll get it eventually, is going to come off, and Malon, who is set now, not Mylon, it's Malon, is going to come on to replace him in the centre of midfield. We don't have too many options. I guess McGregor for Stephen is going to come on, and another change there then. So freshening it up a little bit. Let's see if we can do anything in a slightly different system. Again, in terms of the press and things like that, that remains the same, but obviously the shape of our attacks is going to be different now, as we are sort of working things a little more centrally, as the ball played across by our knee sort of there. We're clearing it away, but we're doing it not particularly well. As I was very zoomed out there, viewers, I can only apologise. All right, 20 minutes to go. I mean, we're on attacking now, so we are going for it a little bit more. I'm going to try and encourage the boys as well, as there's going to be a goal kick for United. And I will say, shape-wise and sort of defensively, we've looked okay so far. I mean, the goal they've scored was just really good attacking play, and their attackers compared to our defenders, well, it will be night and day as Bridge racing forward again. You can see the pace of him, can't you? And the way he strikes the ball, blimey. We just don't have a player that is quite that good yet. I look forward to having one. Nee puts in a really good stop though, as the ball is played in again, and Nee comes and claims. And still 1-0, 15 minutes to go. Is there anything else I can do, really? Maybe we can make ourselves a little bit more attacking, maybe be a bit more adventurous, maybe have McGregor as an attacking Mazzala. maybe an attacking playmaker. I mean, we are sort of going for it quite a lot by doing this, but again, we're 1-0 down with 15 minutes to go away at Old Trafford. If you're not going to go for it now, you might as well not stand up. So, admittedly, it's not like a 6 up front system. You wouldn't catch me doing that in this series. So, game over. Man United won 1-0. That is, I don't know if I'm happy with that result or not, really. I mean, on the balance of play in the first half especially, we were in it. The diamond seemed to disrupt things quite a lot for us, and then we didn't really create that much else. But I don't know, it didn't seem like we were doing a huge amount in the 3, like playing the winger as well. I don't know, one of those games maybe. Anyway, into the West Ham game. Obviously, this is one of those situations where losing both games back-to-back is not that surprising. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased because the result more than the performance. The performance was just sort of, I don't know, I keep saying it, it's like an away at Old Trafford performance. I can't be too mad about it, but those things will happen. West Ham up next, though, and they are, so far, 4 games in, very, very even with us. They've just lost to Liverpool, who had 10 men for most of the game as well, so they'll be pretty disappointed. So for both sides, it's not a must-win. It's way too early in the season to suggest that, but it is like a must-good performance, I dare say, as it was my bloody birthday. For God's sake, how was I, 50? 60? Was I 50? 50 years of age. We've done 20 years, to be clear. We have done 20 years of this save, and I'm 50 now, so good. Definitely going to have a different prescription to these, I can only imagine. 50. That's excessive, isn't it? No, do I need to be 50? I'd like to be 50, but not now. Not now. Oh God, people are unhappy about promises. I hate promises. What's he unhappy about? What did I promise now? Something about improving defenders. I'm going to just dismiss his promise. The thing is, right, they get upset about promises, and then you go, oh, stuff your promise, and eventually they go, I don't care about that promise anyway. So. Yeah, sure, he's going to be annoyed for a bit. But when we win the league, do you think he'll be going, oh, yeah, but about that promise? No, he won't be. He'll be going, I love this. Thank you so much for signing me, Ben. You're a great guy and a great manager, which I didn't think was possible, but you are both. That is a bit Ricky Gervais and a little bit David Brent. And do you know what? Sometimes I catch myself and, yeah, I miss it. Assistant to the goals. As Esme, big news really, is off to join the Chicago Fire. Now, the good thing about this is that I can recall him. We need him to play. Obviously, he doesn't have a work permit at the moment. Enjoy your football. As Lewis Knee's got an injury. It's the international break. Why the have I done that for? Oh, the team leaders want a meeting. These two have turned up. Right, what's up, boys? It's very disappointing that we haven't been able to find this solve this problem. Sorry, what was the problem? Sorry, I missed the problem. They're unhappy there's unrest because he's unhappy. Solve the problem. It was 2 days. It was no. Okay, look, I didn't realise this has caused such a problem. In that case, I can only apologise and promise. Stop making promises. I think that's the problem. I'm just going to convince them I deal with all the issues individually. He's satisfied. Everyone's happy. Cheers, lads. Thanks for the chat. I mean, 2 of my players are absolutely furious. Go on international duty, get your morale back, and then come back and forget. This will all blow over. Don't even worry about this, boys. Anyway, we play West Ham. I don't know what these videos go out at 5 o'clock. I don't know if we'll do it before or after because this takes ages now. Oh no. Now he wants to leave of absence. Oh, it's gone poorly. So we're at the end of the international break, really. And now he wants me to bring in either a friend. Oh, did I promise I'd bring in a friend? I think I promised I'd bring in a friend. There's other Brazilian people here though. It's fine. So now he wants to leave. I mean, I could give him a leave of absence. Is that going to help the situation? Or a former friend? I mean, I'll see if okay, he wants me to bring in a friend. And I've got to bring in a friend. For God, he's only 18. Now, fortunately for us, we are signing someone from Flamengo in January. He's arriving. So if they're mates, let's assume they're mates, he's going to be well happy with that. So that's another promise kept. Anyway, we're nearly at the West Ham game, so yeah, we'll get to that, and then we'll finally, achieve something. And this should be a reminder to you all: have weekly saves on. So, weekly. Don't forget weekly, and also have three rolling saves at the same time as well. I mean, just simple stuff, viewers. This is the man that lost an entire save on YouTube before, so giving out advice on saving saves. Not the series, of course. That's Zealand's, which thank goodness he saved Thames. Get to the end of the series and he'll say how I saved Thames, how I won the Champions League of Thames FC. I hope he does say that because then I'll have won it and I'll be happy. All right, West Ham. I think same approach as last time, really. I don't want to go too attacking. I feel a bit weird about not playing someone on the right wing, really. Like Venturi was brought in for this very reason. He's very quick as well. He's problematic. He's got really good passing. But I do like having the player pushed up alongside the other one. I do think it creates quite a nice offset balance, really, for teams to defend against. It's difficult to defend against. I'm going to stick with it. I was going to change it. I think I'm going to stick with it. Okay, fine. I do wonder if these midfielders need to be a little bit more pushed on. Can we push Steven on a little more? The problem is we have two playmakers in there, and neither of which are sort of really good Mazzala type players, although they probably could play it to some degree. Again, we've been training this. I'm going to stick with it. This is where I do a video and I'm like, do I change and tinker and do things? No, I need to try and stick with what I know is going to work long term. At some stage, we just have to find a way and a rhythm of playing it. These players have played like 5 matches this season. They need a little bit more time to learn and understand the way we approach this. So that's what we're going to do as West Ham come into this. Again, a couple of defeats and a draw to their name. So not had the most brilliant starts of the season. Ourselves, again, after the recent defeat, disappointing. But let's see then. We're wearing the away kit. West Ham in their traditional claret and blue. And let's see then, can we do something? Can we upset them? And who, if any, player for us will be the star of the show? That's what I'm looking for this season. I think a few of the boys in this team to step up and begin to be counted a little bit. Let's fire them up. Come on, this is a bit of a derby. This, so let's get something. Oh, it's going to be a throw-in. First highlight of the game. So whether it goes our way or West Ham's, really, we don't mind as much as we are racing forward on this left-hand side. Cut back across. And Trout there. It was good defending from them to stop the cross, really, or stop the shot that came from the cross. As a short corner is to follow. Agdanovic plays it close. Palacios is with him, played into the centre, nobody there, and cleared away. And okay, he's picked it up. I assume it's a free kick. Well, the rules have changed, and I'm not aware. All right, West Ham now with a throw-in at London Stadium. They've got a little bit too much time, I would say, on the ball. As this man now has got a lot to do. If he beats this man, could be dangerous. Played back across, cleared away, and Trout can't get there. But the ball is cleared down that left channel. And it's down to us now to press it if we can. And it goes all the way back to their goalkeeper, Jerry Maguire, probably. Or just Maguire General, which is not a name. His first name's not General, or his surname. Hello, are we okay? We're not okay. We're forward. We're racing forward. As the tackle flies in, viewers. As we're on goal. Oh, Jakob. There we go. It's 1-0 against West Ham. And that's basically what we're talking about. The offset striker, very difficult to deal with. If that centre-back is even thinking about marking the central striker, then the one just off the right-hand side, in between him and the left-back, always ends up with a little bit of space. And that's kind of what happened. Not really what happens here, actually. You look at it, the fullback's pushed up, and it's just a really good ball in behind, and the goal's been scored. So half an hour gone. We lead. It feels a little bit, I want to say lucky, but it's a little bit straightforward, isn't it? And it's not that creative. All right, half time then, leading 1-0. This is good. Away from home as well, really good. If you look at the analytical data then, you can see it's not really acting like a 4-3-3. It's actually almost like a 4-4-2 in a way, but we're quite shifted over to this right-hand side. There's clearly like this idea that we have to make sure we're blocking on that side, and they are pushing forward on the left. So it does make sense, but again, having that player just offset does cause, I think, that little bit more of a problem. And again, try it in your own saves. You'll see what I mean. Something I did in the Streamer Showdown last year was have this offset player, especially against human players. It works really well because, again, it's just so difficult to mark that type of player. And again, you're playing sort of against the match engine, right? There's a chance here that's fallen our way, perhaps. If you can pull the ball back across, it looked like a penalty because the ball didn't move. Chris Kavanagh's beaten it. I've just realised that if I'm 50, then how old is Chris Kavanagh at this point? He must be well into his 60s. As the penalty review then is going to go down. I suspect we're going to get it. And we do. Lovely stuff. Now, who is on penalties for us this season? I don't think I've set this. I have to be honest. As well, the man who wants a friend, viewers. Oh, that's not going to help. That is not going to help. Oh, no. It's still 1-0. We've missed a penalty. I feel like he's probably quite a good penalty taker. That wasn't evidence of it, though, as we win another corner. We'll go short again. We know that much. It's whether we can find them up. I mean, some of these short corners, not being our best day. All right, West Ham now with a chance. Ball thrown in, and the header away is, well, it's as bad as the one it was against United. As the shot goes... Oh my, the goalkeeping, viewers, the goalkeeping. I like that when a player of mine makes an error, I sort of look around for anything or anyone. I'm like, if someone help me. I don't really know what this is. It's not a particularly well-headed header, if he doesn't mind me saying so. It's just really poor goalkeeping, which is not good. All right, the game, in terms of our XG, the penalty has massively swung that a little bit. But even so, like, is that going to be the shift of momentum that I did not want viewers. That's the concern. And do you take him off now? He's missed a penalty. It's Palacios there, by the way. You love to see that. Wins the ball back brilliantly at left back. Forward it goes now. And can he find these two boys up front? Again, we've got these sort of playmakery players in Juan Jose and Salatiel playing there as well as Pizarro now on this right-hand side. He finds the ball to Jacob, who's much easier to say than his actual surname, as there's Stephen. Oh, Stephen's giving the ball away. Well, we're doing first here, viewers. Welcome, Matt. We lost 2-1. Once the ball was given away there by Stephen, the recording said, I'm not having it anymore. I've had enough. We ended up losing 2-1, which, I mean, it's a bit drab. I did do the rest of I did the whole commentary, didn't I? And now here we are. I'll show you the goal that you missed. Of course, we've missed a penalty, which is now the big crucial moment. And what I was talking to you about, you've bloody missed the end of the video. I did it and everything. It's basically a breakdown. It's a lovely finish when it happens. It's just in acres of space, and you can see a nice like curled finish. It's annoying. We've not won. I made a few changes. We went a bit more attacking. We went to a 4-2-2, but the conversation was around these two guys at the very end of the video, and it's, do you think the offset striker thing is the way to go? Do you play the winger? Do I go more attacking in games? Do I bring Bog out maybe, or do I push him further forward so you've got the playmaker and the ball winner next to each other, and then maybe a shallow striker in behind? Of course, you've got options in that role now, whether that be someone like Doles or Melon or whoever it would be, right? So we've got options. Where do you think we should go with this? Of course, we know the transfers now. We know who's available, but it's a question of how do we push this forward? I mentioned earlier on, right, that you're going to sometimes lose both games against a side like West Ham, like Man United, like West Ham's players. I suspect if I look at literally any of them, maybe look at the guy that scored one of their goals, he's pretty good. Like it'd be definitely in my side, right? Again, and these are players they own. They're players they've had for a long time. There's that cohesion right now, and that's something I'm keen to make sure that we keep having. I want to make sure that these boys know the roles they're playing. So there's this element of how long do I stay like this? Do I go back to playing a winger? Again, we have Venturi here, like he's here for a reason. Do we start to use him a little more and then maybe have an advanced forward through the middle or a complete forward in Erman Trout? And if we're not going to do that, again, do we play the system where you bring this player further forward and play a bit more aggressively? Let me know your thoughts. Again, you've seen all the players by now. You've got a good idea. We've got options. I think this is what's nice about this season. I've built a squad where I can change things if I want to, whether that, again, be going to a diamond or playing different versions of the 4-3-3. Let me know in the comment section. And there we are then. If you enjoyed the video, please do drop a like on it. Sorry about the end of the video. I don't know why it stopped. It just stopped. Sometimes, computers, viewers, don't work with animals, children, or Windows 10. I think that's the common phrase, isn't it? If you enjoyed the video, say do drop a like on it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. And yeah, subscribe for more. We are very close to 100,000 subscribers. We are about 2,500 away. So it's coming. Don't say it's coming home. Don't say I've killed that there. I've ruined that. Thanks everybody. Take care of yourselves. It's hot again, so the fun's coming on. So just know. Oh, look, it's like a jumbo jet taking off, but it keeps me cool. So ready, here it comes. It's like being outdoors.